Hello my dear friends and welcome to my channel. And today I would like to speak to you about the quarantine. I know you are probably tired of speaking about the quarantine, and recently I've been reading a lot of negative posts on Facebook and Instagram and other social media where people are complaining that they're tired, they're fed up with the quarantine. And I personally I'm not that tired of it, but I actually get tired of all the negative posts and about negativity. So I decided to make this video and think with you and try to help you maybe see some positive sides and positive effects of the quarantine. So I made my personal list of all the good things which I have learned or I have discovered or I enjoyed during the quarantine. So I would like to share it with you today. So the first lesson that I have learned during the quarantine 2020, and this one was a surprise to me, because I have always thought that I am an extrovert, and not just an extrovert but an extreme extrovert, because I liked being with people, I enjoyed it, I loved going out and spending time with my friends. So I thought during the quarantine I'll just go crazy, stir crazy sitting at home. Well, that didn't happen. I have really enjoyed being by myself. Well, first part of the quarantine I was at the farm, so it was a perfect place for the quarantine. But second half of the quarantine, the last 2 months, I was at home, stuck in my house with the family, and I was not tired of that. So the first discovery that I've made about myself, that I am not an extreme extrovert. Surprise, surprise! I think I am half introvert and half extrovert. Well, maybe if the quarantine was longer, maybe I would have turned into 100% introvert. But no, I'm not there yet. So, but it was interesting for me to find out something new about myself. So during the quarantine season, all of us had to adapt and to get used to new rhythms of life, because usually, life is busy. I don't know about you, but my life was very busy and very full, because being a missionary and being a people person, I was always with people, running, doing ministry, serving, helping, meetings, so you're always on the go. And I don't know if you've seen that video by Francis Chan when he was making a video about the church in Hong Kong, and he compared our life with a person running on a treadmill, and you are running, and sometimes you just get focused on running and you forget why are you running or where are you going. And the pandemic and the quarantine, Francis Chan compared to a situation that God has hit the stop button and the treadmill stopped. And then we got all this extra time which we never had, because we were always complaining that we don't have enough time to rest or to spend time with God or to spend time with our family, because we were always so busy. So I think this comparison, it really works for me, because I felt like, okay, my treadmill stopped, so now what? So I had to learn the new rhythms of grace, and I have the video about that. You can watch it. It's the video when I was at the farm. I was living with my friends on the farm for 6 weeks, and I had to learn a whole different lifestyle while I was there. And I don't know about you, but I have developed several really good new habits during this time of the quarantine. So, first one, I have started exercising at home, which I've never done before, because I liked going to the gym to exercise with other people, because, remember, I thought I was an extrovert, so I always wanted to be with people. Well, now I got time, and the gyms are closed, so I started doing Pilates, yoga, stretching exercises at home, and I'm actually enjoying it, doing it all by myself, well, with the help of YouTube videos. Another good habit that I have developed, I started baking. If you know me, I was never into cooking or baking before, but now I've been baking every week all kinds of cookies and pies, and I enjoyed it. It really brought me so much joy to do something, to make something, and then to feed my family and myself too, of course. So these two new habits, they're completely new to me, and I hope I'm going to keep them even after the quarantine is over. In my New Year's resolutions for this year, one of the key points was fighting my social media addiction, because yes, I am addicted to social media, and yes, I am spending way too much time there. So when this quarantine started, of course, me like many other people, I've spent like hours and days on social media. But then, you know what? I got tired of it, really tired, and I started fighting it. I say, okay, Oksana, now you have time and you have a desire, so let's fight this addiction. So while I was at the farm, I turned my phone off completely for several days. I didn't touch it. But I had to do something, right? So I got the books and I started reading. So I have rediscovered my passion for reading. And I've read so many good books during the quarantine, and I actually have another video about that. You can watch it on my channel. So I've read so many good books during the quarantine, and I have started journaling. So I liked journaling way before, but then my life got so busy, so I didn't do it. Now I'm enjoying reading, journaling, and of course spending time with God and reading the Bible. Because while I had my phone turned off, I started reading old school paper Bible. And you know what? I'm really enjoying it now. First it was kind of weird because I've been reading my Bible on my phone for so long that reading the paper Bible was kind of strange. But now I really enjoy it. So all of these things, I don't know, maybe they wouldn't have happened if this quarantine hadn't happened too. And another good thing which happened during the quarantine is that I think many of you, we have started to appreciate small little things which we were taken for granted. Like going to the movie, or going shopping, or meeting with friends, or going to a concert. Those things, they were so ordinary, or even going to church. I miss my church family and I really want to go back to the sanctuary, which I couldn't do for 3 months. And of course, I'm thankful for Zoom and Skype and all the online things, but I do miss my community. So out of all these negative things, there should be something positive, right? So for me, the positive thing was that I started doing a gratitude journal. I read the book by Ann Voskamp, 1000 Gifts, and she inspired me to start making a list of things that I am grateful to God for. So now, every night before I go to bed, I get my gratitude journal and I write every little thing that I am thankful to God for. And it could be something small like singing the birds singing, or the full moon like last night, or just talking to my friends on Skype or WhatsApp. Something little which I probably didn't appreciate before, which now I am very grateful that I can do that. So, and I think this habit of having a gratitude journal is making me more grateful, and also making me more happy. You should try to practice that, because maybe you'll enjoy it too. I believe that you can find something positive in every negative situation. And I'm not telling that pandemic is good or you have to be positive about pandemic and it's terrible because people are getting sick, people are dying, people are struggling, suffering. I'm not speaking about that. I'm just talking about quarantine, about the time when you are self-isolated and you are not dying, you're not suffering, you don't have COVID-19, but you're just stuck at home and you're getting depressed. Well, try to stop for a minute. And remember what the Bible tells. It tells us to take every thought captive into obedience of Christ. So take captive of these negative thoughts that make you depressed and try to be thankful, because the Bible tells us also to be joyful, to rejoice, and to be thankful for everything. So try to shift your focus from negative things, try to find something positive, and thank God for that. Because then your perspective will change and then you will feel different. Because I've seen a lot of miserable people recently. People are getting depressed, people are getting angry. But as for me personally, I have been so calm and so peaceful and joyful, because I do believe God is changing me, because I am trying to take my thoughts captive and not to let my mind wander and think about things that I don't have, but focus on the positive things. Like today, it's a beautiful evening. Look at these roses. Look at the sky. It's just beautiful world we live in. So I do hope that you can share some positive lessons that you have learned during the quarantine 2020, and you can share them with me if you want to. And I do hope you enjoyed my video. So if you want to watch more, just come back to my channel. And God bless you.